Hello, my name's Andrew Crosthwaite. I'm a brand consultant and strategic planner. Now, 2 years ago, the international office products company Acelte asked me to write a white paper on the future of work. Now, in 2015, its Leitz brand has commissioned me to write a series of papers and think pieces to address a topic that is becoming increasingly relevant and important for all of us in business: work smart, work mobile. Unlike the previous paper, these are accompanied by proprietary research from a panel of over 800 management-level workers across 4 countries in Europe: the UK, Germany, France and Italy. This research tackles some of the main issues confronting mobile workers, from evolving workplaces to essentials like keeping power-hungry devices charged up on the move. In part 1, I talk about the smart worker, differentiating between the business traveller of the past and the mobile worker of today, and discussing the massive increase in mobile devices and the challenges and opportunities they provide as we live in a world of continuous upgrade. In part 2, to be published in the spring, I'll be focusing on the changing workplace as the people that companies employ become increasingly contract-based, freelance and independently minded, plus the implications of Gen Y in the workforce. And finally, in part 3, published later in the year, we'll see how companies are adapting to mobile and smart working, whether established multinationals or entrepreneurial startups. So, to whet your appetite, here's some of the topics covered, and you can download part 1 from the link at the end of this short film. Did you know that 2 out of 3 office-based workers now do some remote or mobile working in the course of every month? What's this going to mean for your company in terms of office configuration, space allocation, and your communication systems? Nearly half of HR professionals expect at least 20% of their workforce to be contractors or temporary workers in the next 10 years. What could we be doing to ensure that these increasingly nomadic populations act and communicate as part of our organisations? Are you aware that some 35% of office work is now project-based, comprising multidisciplinary teams drawn from inside and outside the company? And if you're part of this 35%, do you provide the right tools and environments for these teams to flourish? And if you're not part of this trend, how can you catch up? If BYOD is an unfamiliar term, you do need to read these papers. If you already know that it means bring your own device, with nearly 3/4 of companies recognising that the equipment that employees own is more sophisticated and up-to-date than their company provides, how will you protect information, ensure consistent connectivity for people? And how will you cope with the shift from central procurement of office equipment to increased individual acquisition? If this brief taster has led you wanting to know more, and I hope it has, then here's the link to the download of part 1 of the series. And remember, the future is smart, the future is mobile.